guys, what is up? Welcome back to the fastest rising podcast in all of music, the MoshCast, where tonight we will review the Weeknd's album called After Hours, which came out last year during the pandemic. This is one of my favorite Weeknd albums, and it made me a bigger fan of his. Just like the style of the music. I pretty much love all his work, but the Weeknd's just great. So let's bring everybody in. So Jason, start it off.
Well, look who decided to come home late for a podcast. The assassin Josh Danker. Welcome home and welcome back to the MoshCast. But seriously, welcome to the Loudest Podcast in all music, where we're going to be talking about The Weeknd and having a listen to his After Hours album.
Yep.
Yep.
Next, we got Julian.
Our MoshCast DJ.
Hi. What's going on, everyone? This is Julian Purnell, the Heavy Metal Joker here. And I actually have to go in 30 minutes, so this is going to be very short. So continue.
It was supposed to be an hour, but someone decided to be late.
Yeah. And then we got the Rainmaker himself, Lucas.
Yep, as I had to be on for this one, just why the hell not? And
Yeah.
Get into it. Let's just get into this, man.
Yeah. So let's get into things. So
Now, how about you talk about The Weeknd first?
yeah.
We're having a look at the album.
Yeah. So how I became a fan of The Weeknd is pretty simple. I listened to a song with him and Ariana Grande called "Love Me Hard," and I'm like, this guy seems really great. And I listened to a lot of his solo work, and I'm like, wow, I really like this guy. So I started listening to a lot of his songs. When he came out with this album, it made me become a bigger fan of his. And I'm planning to see him on tour next year. So
Same.
for this album, because I feel like this album alone made me a bigger fan of his, and just like the R&B style I like.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, and this album I know has 14 songs.
Yep.
All right.
So
So-
let's have our temporary DJ for this episode get going.
Yeah. So the first song is called "Alone Again."
All right.
Let's go.
Here
Ready
we
to
go. All right, that was Alone Again by The Weeknd. The way to start off After Hours. So,
Yeah.
you know what? I'll go ahead and go first just real quick. I think it definitely is a slower start, but I feel like it's really a build up to what's actually going to end up coming, for sure. I personally think usually slower starts don't usually work very well, but I think The Weeknd made it work pretty well. And I've listened to this album a bunch of times to like really understand it. The first time I didn't get it was like, why are you starting off with a slow song? But it makes sense now, honestly.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
For me, it's a nice, chill, slow start to this album. So I enjoyed it. Usually, I don't enjoy slow starts, but this one is different to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and say what I thought. Yeah, I didn't understand why it was slow, like the first time, like, and then it just became like it had like a little like rap into it, like kind of like that,
It had that short pause in the middle of
Yeah,
it.
and I thought like I listened to this album so many times, and like I listened to like the first half, I'm like, what? This song is long. It was long, but like Julian said, The Weeknd made it work in terms of like going from slow to fast. So I thought it was a great way to start off the album. It was very chill too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You always
God,
have a
Lucas.
chill song. You always need a chill song in an album. You just can't go all crazy, whatever. You always need a chill song in some kind of album.
Unless you're like one of those death metal bands. Then
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that is true. I don't know why I forget those, but yeah, that's true.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it's a slow start, whatever like that, but it's good. Like, I
Yeah.
feel this would be some kind of slow dance song that somebody can go out to. I don't know. It's give me the type of vibe.
Yeah.
So Josh, what's the next song?
The next song is Too Late.
Yes. Next song is Too Late. Here we go. That was Too Late by The Weeknd. So, Josh, you go ahead and start it off. What do you think?
I thought it was a very, very good song. Two great songs to start off the album. I like how it kind of wasn't slow this time. It was more fast paced, and that's what I really liked about it. And yeah, so far so good.
Yeah. So for me, I think it's like a fast, chill type song. So it was definitely not bad.
I agree. Yeah. Lucas, you go.
I enjoy it. At first, I was like, but it kind of picked up for me. So it actually really grew on me right at the end. At the end, it felt like, I don't know, it felt like a 90s or 80s kind of vibe to me. I don't know why.
Because like those little like electronic stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it just does. And we don't hear those nowadays anymore. So it's kind of, good to hear those kind of, for me.
Yeah, like EM stuff.
Unless you're Dua Lipa.
True. Dua Lipa's CEO of electronic music now. That's just how it's going to be.
I was gonna say Dua Lipa's the CEO of like 80s or 90s style music now.
Yeah, it's inspiration, nostalgia.
Yeah,
But
she's the queen of disco.
pretty much.
Yes, for sure.
Have The Weeknd and Dua Lipa ever duetted with each other? Have they collabed with each other before?
I don't think so. I think they should.
They should, yeah, definitely.
Honestly, with the way both of their albums sounded and like how somewhat similar they were, not like in terms of sounds, but like influences, I could definitely see that working. But The Weeknd with After Hours, it's more synth pop, like more 80s synth pop. Dua Lipa's was more of the disco side. The Weeknd didn't really have much disco in there, so
Yeah.
But yeah, for me,
but great song. Oh man, great song.
Yeah.
For me,
go ahead, Josh, if you haven't.
Yeah.
Oh, you went already? Okay.
Yeah, he was the first one. But for me, Too Late, I think, was a really good song. Yeah, I agree with Jason. It's like a fast, like a chill, fast-paced song. Even though like certain people's definition of fast-paced would be different, but in like the chill world, this is somewhat fast-paced. And I really like the little like electronic influences at the end. I love electronic music, and a lot of people think I didn't like electronic music. I did. As like a big fan of like dance music, I like a couple like things like dance music. I love dubstep, which a lot of people thought I didn't like for some reason, which I don't understand because I love Skrillex. But it's nothing. This like that style of electronic The Weeknd is using is nothing like Skrillex or any of the dubstep guys. It's really like 80s influence, like those early electronic sounds, and I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Josh, what is the next song?
The next song is Hardest to Love.
Hardest to Love.
And this might be my last song, so.
Okay.
We'll see.
right, that was Hardest to Love by The Weeknd. I'll go ahead and start it off. This song is where we really start to get that R&B sound. The Weeknd's R&B sound that he's usually been known to do. And honestly, it still works for him. It definitely still works for him.
Yeah, he still has it.
Right.
For sure. And his voice is one of a kind. A lot of people compare him to Michael Jackson, which I personally don't agree with people comparing
No.
Michael Jackson, but I can see where in certain places, but not all the way comparable to Michael Jackson. But
Yeah.
I want to go. People just take it sometimes as far. I want to go as far as Michael Jackson.
Yeah, there are elements of Michael Jackson in his sound. Like even if you listen to like Starboy, there's a lot of Michael Jackson influences in there. But like on this album, not so much. I mean, you really get more of that 80s synth pop sound. It's like a neon type thing. It's like I don't know how to really describe it. It's synth pop. That's pretty much all I can really say. It's like early Depeche Mode, I guess.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I'll go next.
Go ahead, Lucas.
I think this song actually is pretty good. I think I agree with Joe. This brings kind of like an 80s kind of vibe, and I actually do like that because fuck this generation's music. But
I agree.
But yeah, I think that people sometimes actually go back to those days. Like I'm gonna give a perfect example. Like future nostalgia went back to like the 80s. You know,
like early 80s
album went back
Legit.
to 2004. And now, basically, 2004 or pop punk kind of ish, this kind of era ish, and you have the Weeknd's album so far going to the 80s style. Now I don't know about the other song just yet. I know Save Your Tears, and I think Save Your Tears is in there. I think.
But yeah,
yeah, I enjoyed it. I think so far this album's been pretty good so far. It's good.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and
All right, go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, they go a little over the board where they compare him to someone from back when who was on the rise. Michael Jackson, he was one hell of a performer. His work, I mean, if you're not a fan of Michael Jackson, you gotta like respect the work.
A great artist for
over
sure.
the years.
Yeah, he's untouchable. He's really untouchable.
Iconic, I'd say.
Yeah.
Iconic.
I mean, I see like the Weeknd's voice is like, it's one of a kind. Like it's something to listen to.
It's a nice voice to listen to.
Yeah, he has a nice sound for his vocals, but I wouldn't compare him to someone who was bigger than he's big now, but this is like tomorrow. But I wouldn't compare him to someone from back then. I wouldn't go a little too over the board, but his music just is amazing. But like I see like where the elements come in with the Michael Jackson vibe. I mean, if you see like the way he dressed up for this album with the red suit and the sunglasses, he kind of looked like Michael Jackson with the suit, but he didn't have like a top hat.
It's very Blood on the Dance Floor era Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Like that's the name of his album, Lucas. It's not the name of that shitty emo group.
I'm about to say.
Right.
That's the name of a Michael Jackson album, ladies and gentlemen. We're not talking about that Blood on the Dance Floor.
Yeah.
And yes, we will never talk about that Blood on the Dance Floor, but this Blood on the Dance Floor, Michael Jackson. Yeah, I agree. Like Michael wore the red suits, and he wore like the red suit, the black shirt. It looks damn near identical to what The Weeknd is. Yeah, The Weeknd's outfit with After Hours looks damn near identical to that outfit, and I guess that's where people are gonna start comparing him. It's like, oh, this is basically Blood on the Dance Floor 2.0. But when you listen to the music and not look at his appearance, you'll see that's the exact opposite.
Yeah. Overall, I enjoyed that song.
Yeah, same here. I enjoyed the song too. It had some nice chill vibes to it. Again, like I would absolutely vibe to the song 24/7. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So I have 4 minutes left until I gotta get to my other calls. So I'm just going to go ahead and sign off right here. So Jason's going to be taking over. So by the way,
I'll be the DJ.
the next song is "Scared to Live." By the way. All right.
Okay.
So,
Do you want to say your outro now and such?
yep, absolutely. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for having me on the podcast for this very short appearance. I promise I will try to be on more often. I'm just busy with work and busy with my own videos. I'm working on bringing back my discography check series. So, yeah, I also got a brand new logo and everything. So,
Thanks to our latecomer
thanks to
here.
Thanks to that guy right there.
Our latecomer.
Yeah. So, yeah, please go follow my page at Heavy Metal Joker HOH. Go like my most recent video where I reviewed Versatile by Pop Evil. But, yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for having me. I will be back on soon. And, yeah, enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Later.
Bye,
Later.
Julian.
Bye, Julian.
All right, see you, Julian.
All right.
All right, I had to switch headphones for this.
The three pendejos are on. The three pendejos.
The three crazy people.
Yeah, but Luke is acting crazy here.
No, we're just special. We're just special, Josh.
We're special in our own ways, people.
Exactly, Josh.
We're special in
And
our own
Lucas
ways.
acts like a
too.
clown here as usual.
I'm a clown everywhere I go.
All right. So
Okay, so let me pull up the album here. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be the DJ for the remainder of this episode.
yes.
Our main DJ had to go to another call, so we wish him to have fun there. So Scared to Live.
Yep, that is the track 4.
Alright, let me pull that up. Oh, Lucas. Okay, so are we ready to go, guys? I have it pulled up.
Let's go.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, enjoy the song.
If you feel like you're playing
Fuck this ad.
until you have a
Lucas likes to call it out.
easily.
All right. So that was
Okay.
Scared to Live.
Okay, I don't know.
Personally, I don't know what that was before, but anyways, back to what I was saying. That was actually, I think, the shortest, I think, off the album. I mean, a lot of the songs the Weeknd has on this album are maybe like 3 minutes long, but I feel like this was a little short. It was only like 3 minutes and 11 seconds. The rest were like 4 minutes. The first two were 4 minutes long. The third one was 3 minutes and 32 seconds long. So I'm thinking this was like the shortest out of like the three so far. But I enjoyed it so far. It's a good album so far, and yeah, I enjoyed it. Lucas, what'd you think?
Go, Lucas.
Okay, if you saw me, you know what's getting down to it. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. This song sounds like when you're in bed with a girl. I'm gonna be honest. It sounds exactly when you're in bed with a girl.
Okay.
When you know you're about to drop like it's hot and get it on. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I really did enjoy this.
Yeah.
You know, I was having little striptease. You know vibes. But yeah.
Jason, what'd you think?
For this song, it was good, but not added to my top song so far.
Yeah, it was a little too short for me.
Not that long, really.
All right.
It was alright, though.
You guys ready to get into the next one?
Yes.
Yes, what's the next one, bro?
The next song is called Snow Child. What an interesting title that is.
Snow Child.
Let's get into it.
Man, are we ready to go?
Yep.
Are we ready to go, boys?
Let's
It
Alrighty, so that was Snow Child. Personally, it was 5 minutes long. Well,
It was
no,
like
not
4 minutes 11.
no, it was 4 minutes long. My fault. I made a mistake. But
okay.
overall, this song was okay. It was very slow paced, but I still enjoyed it no matter what.
Yeah.
Jason, what'd you think?
To me, I actually enjoyed this. It had some like
Yeah,
a nice catchy beat to it.
Yeah.
So like
yeah,
I have like a somewhat of a different opinion.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think about it. Honestly, again R&B kind of vibe. Not like a breezy kind of vibe. I mean, it's breezy,
mm-hmm.
but it gives me a the weekend kind of R&B. Slow pace. It works pretty well with anything. Like, you can just chill to
Yeah.
it. You can fuck somebody to the song you want to, but you can do what you want with the song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I enjoyed it pretty much. And again, I can see why some people don't like it because it's a bit slower, and some of the songs are just going
Yeah.
up. But again, like you have to go kind of like if you pop, sometimes you have to go up and down because you're trying to show your talent, whatever like that. Because you can't stick with the same thing. That's why some people have sort of the pop punk man like Green Day sometimes happen. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Jason, so you guys ready to get into the next song?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, so this one is, I think, the second longest. Could be like the longest of the album. This is Escape from LA.
Escape from LA. Escape from Los Angeles.
Yep.
Escape from my initials.
Yeah.
Escape from your
Escape from
initials.
me. You can't escape me, but you try.
Escape from Lucas Atencio.
You can try to escape if you can.
Well, let's have a listen to Escape from Lucas Atencio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what she said.
It's a 5 minute and 56 minute song, so it's like All right, so that was Escape from Los Angeles.
No,
Personally,
no, 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 no. You said it wrong. Escape from Lucas Atancio.
no. Wrong
Escape
title,
from
shithead.
escape from this. Never mind.
No, it's Escape from L.A., Los Angeles. Personally, I thought it was the longest song. I kind of almost fell asleep, but it was still
A
still
MoshCast
good.
nap time?
I'm in.
No,
I'm in.
it was my least favorite, but still good.
Okay, I'll be honest. I'll be honest for a second. That shit put me to sleep. Though I was once I heard the song, it was almost like
See?
I was
To be
about to
honest,
say.
it was kind of a nice, relaxing song to me.
Yeah, it was.
So I kind of liked it.
Just play it on the speaker and think how your parents think, and you're probably fucking somebody, probably. But yeah, it's not bad or whatever. But I agree with Josh. It's my least favorite off the
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next song, Josh.
Is all right. The next song, we're actually gonna get into some of the most popular songs later on in the episode. That pretty much.
I know what you're talking about. I'm excited.
Yeah. So the next song, this is the very first song of like the singles that came out for this album. This is Heartless. Personally, this is one of my personal favorites. Basically, I was wondering, oh, is the Weeknd coming out with something new? In 2020, I was wondering if he was coming out with a new project, a new album, and I saw this song that he put out. I didn't even recognize the way he dressed up because he cut his hair, kind of like an Afro type, style. Because when I first recognized the Weeknd, he portrayed, he did a haircut that's another singer had. I forgot the singer's name, but it looked really weird and interesting. I'm like, who is this Weeknd guy, and why is his hair like that? And then like thinking like around 2016 wise, the Weeknd kind of like changed his look, so that's when I kind of didn't recognize him. I'm like, damn, he cut his hair into like an Afro style. But yeah, enough talking. Let's get into Heartless.
Let's go.
So that was Heartless. Personally, one of my favorites off the album. Fun fact behind that music video. If you were wondering, like, a lot of people were wondering why, like, The Weeknd had, blood, like, kind of like makeup of, like, blood coming down his eye and, like, a bandaged nose, and he had, well, The Weeknd did, like, two different looks. The Weeknd did, like, bandages around his face that one time, and then he did, like, makeup. It was makeup pretty much, because people was like, oh, is that real blood? No. It's basically makeup of blood coming down his eye, and then like there's cuts. It's basically him promoting a drunk, not to drive while drunk. He's trying to send a good cause, I believe.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what I kind of read why he was looking the way he did on like his album cover and when he dressed up in the red suit. But Heartless is one of my personal favorites off the album. It had a very nice beat to it. His vocals were on point. And yeah, that's pretty much what I thought of it. Lucas, what did you think?
I enjoyed it. I actually very enjoyed this. One of my personal favorites. I think music video. I actually seen music video actually, and seeing blood at the blood. It was like, damn, this is good makeup work. Like, maybe not, I for a second I thought like prosthetic, but that's just
Yeah.
But it's not. It's kind of like a makeup kind of thing. So I mean, it works out because people. I'm gonna say this: not text or drink and drive. If you are, know what you are. You're a dumbass.
Yep.
Sorry to say that,
Jason,
but if you want to keep yourself safe, don't do those things. You want to drive.
Yep.
All right,
Jason,
so to me, I can see why you like the song, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say this is actually my top song so far on this album.
All right.
I enjoyed it. It had a great catchy beat to it.
Yeah. You guys ready to get into the next song?
Yes.
All right. Get the track list though. I think I lost it because I had the track list on my phone and then like it just like lost it. I don't know. But Jason, what's the next song?
The next song is called Faith.
Faith. Okay.
Did you say fate or fate?
Faith.
Faith. Faith.
Okay.
Track.
I thought you said bait. I was like, oh god. What type of bait?
Fate. Fate.
All right, let's go.
Faith.
Master at it. It's called masturbate.
So that was Faith by The Weeknd. Personally, it was a long song. It wasn't long as the one of the other ones, but personally, it was more of another chill vibe to it. Uh, The Weeknd just has, so much great work, and he has great vocals, and he's very creative with a lot of his work, so I give a lot of props to him for that. But overall, I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't one of my top songs, but it was still good. Lucas, what you think?
I agree with you, Josh. You took my words. I think that it's not my personal favorite. It's not my favorite off the album, but it's still pretty good for what it was. I feel it's a little bit too long for me. I feel like it kind of had a false finish. I thought it was all about to say, "Are we done yet?" But
Yeah.
it had a little bit longer, so it is what it is. Ow.
So to me, first off, I don't know what those sirens were about though.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I don't know
sure
why
if it
either.
was out my window or was it in the song. That got me confused right there. But other than that, it was a pretty good song. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was pretty chill.
All right. So you guys are ready to get into the next song. I think this one you might all enjoy.
Oh yes.
So, for those of you that don't know, we have a wrestling podcast, called Crash and Burn. Link down below. So if you guys remember WrestleMania 36,
The WrestleMania that never happened.
the
The
WrestleMania
quarantine version. The quarantine version of WrestleMania.
the coronavirus WrestleMania, where it was in Florida at the Performance Center.
The most peaceful Mania in history.
The most quiet WrestleMania I've ever watched. So, this was the theme song. This song that we're gonna get into right now was the theme song for this year's. Well, no, the WrestleMania in 2020.
The quarantine one.
Yeah, the one that will be 2 tracks after will be the current WrestleMania. But this song broke the record for the most streams on any platform you can name. Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you stream music from. This song broke the record for the most streamed song. Let's get into Blinding Lights.
Let's go.
Yes! Let's go sing it. And they go out to.
Pretty sure that's the end of the song. They just have some extra parts there.
Yeah, music videos have more of music videos have different aspects of the actual song.
But anyways, that was Blinding Lights.
That was Blinding Lights. This is actually my favorite song off the album. This is number 1 for me. Number 2, we're gonna get into after the next song. But yeah, like I said before, this was the theme of the coronavirus WrestleMania, which happened in 2020, when the year was such shit. I mean, but
when we were stuck at home.
This song
such.
is, I listen to this song 24/7. Like, if I put on the weekend, if I want to listen to any of his music, I put either this song and a bunch of his other songs from this album. But yeah, this is a number 1 for me. This is my top song off the album. So, Lucas, what'd you think? I saw you like rocking out there.
Yeah, of course I had to write out this song. I remember there was a dance on this song before, and I forgot how to do it, man. Fuck me. Not that way, but anyways, great song. And by the way, y'all have it meet. Think of how to. But yeah, it was a regular song. Like, this is probably the most popular off the album.
Yeah,
and
it's a classic to
took
me.
records for a reason. Like, this is actually a really good song, and
yeah,
it's great. Like I just bow out to the sign. There's memes and TikToks about it, and
Oh yeah,
they made some TikToks about it. I heard this song on TikToks too.
Yeah,
there's a couple of them. It's like there's a referee they don't see. He's like, "Ooh, I'm blinded by the night."
If you guys look on
the
Spotify,
sound to it too.
Yeah, if you look on Spotify, it's the number 1 popular song on the Weeknd's list.
Obviously.
It's been streamed multiple times. It broke a record for the most streams, and I could see why.
I can see why as well, because this song to me, it's a classic. Like, has such a nice vibe to it.
Yeah.
So I'd say this is added to my top songs. Well, it's been added.
Yeah. So you guys ready to get into the next song? All right. So this one is called "In Your Eyes." Now, there is a remix of this song with legendary saxophone player Kenny G. I have a feeling that you hear a lot of saxophone vibes in this song, but pretty much you hear. I feel like it is Kenny G in a way, because like, maybe I don't know if it's just a random saxophone player or it's Kenny G. I don't know, but this is "In Your Eyes."
Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go. In your eyes.
In your ass.
Oh. I don't know why on YouTube is saying that something went wrong.
You feel like your clothes are.
What?
Because YouTube is
YouTube's being stupid.
Yep.
Just everyone cuddle.
Yeah, Josh, if it doesn't work, can you play it?
Oh yeah, I'll play it.
Yeah, just give me a second here.
Yeah.
Really, it's saying this content is age restricted.
Oh, I think the video. You have the music video on there in like the
Let me-
playlist.
Let me try from my phone.
Yeah. Please stand by, ladies and gentlemen. There's YouTube's being a dickhead.
No, you mean a shithead.
They're being
They're both the same thing.
Okay, it has the official audio here.
Yeah.
Josh.
All right, so that was In Your Eyes. Personally, this is another favorite off the album. Oh my god, I'm having a fucking tongue twister thing there.
Good job.
But yeah, definitely another great song off the album by The Weeknd. Yeah, so I enjoyed it. Jason, what'd you think?
I like the saxophone on this song too.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was really a really well done thing on the song.
nice. Personally, for me, I thought they did more than just one remix. They did one with The Weeknd did one with, of course, Kenny G. He did another one with Doja Cat. Of course, the same for the next song that's coming up soon. So, Lucas, what'd you think?
What you think, Apollo? Pretty good. He
Yeah.
agrees. He agrees. And so as I agree. Pretty good song, to be honest. I really enjoyed the saxophone at the end, so I mean it's pretty good.
Okay. So, are you guys ready to get into the next song? This is another good one.
Yes, I think I know what you're talking about.
So, now let's go post-pandemic era. I mean, we're kind of still in the pandemic, but slowly.
But things are like going back to normal. You know?
Yeah, like concerts are coming back. Of course, artists are.
AEW is going back on the road, so is WWE.
So are a lot of artists, and yeah. So WrestleMania 37 was the first WrestleMania for those of you wrestling fans that watch the podcast, and of course the wrestling podcast. WrestleMania 37 was the first show back since everything happened, and it was a big treat for the fans. And shout out to The Weeknd for getting back-to-back songs 2 years in a row for each.
1 year, 1 month, 1 day. The fans came back.
Yeah, and The Weeknd his songs were at back-to-back WrestleManias, first with Blinding Lights, and now into our next song. So this is the most recent theme of WrestleMania 37, and I thought it was a perfect choice for
a great song. It gave me the WrestleMania vibe, actually.
It gave you the WrestleMania vibe, and it gave you that feeling when the fans came back. You hold everything back. This is another song that has been streamed a lot of
I just
times.
dropped some stuff, actually.
Yeah.
Good job.
And another fan favorite. This is Save Your Tears.
Let's go. Let's go. That
that
made me
was
miss
Savior.
WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah,
Been a
that
month
was
already.
kind of like my,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
So that was Savior Tears. Definitely my second favorite song off the album.
Same here.
Hands down. Definitely the one song I listen to a lot besides Blinding Lights is this one right here. Just because of like the beat to it. The lyrics alone are just, the Weeknd's on point with all that stuff, and this album pretty much made me a bigger fan of The Weeknd than I used to be, because I I was a fan of his, but then I turned into a bigger fan. Like, I listened to a lot of his songs, and now like I want to see him on tour next year. So for this, because he's going on tour specifically for this album, so I'm excited to see a lot of this stuff perform live and see how it goes. But yeah, this song was a banger for me. So
Yeah, for me.
second favorite off the album.
My
Lucas,
thoughts
what
on
you
this. Oh, go Lucas.
Nostalgia. Nostalgia from the WrestleMania, man. This is once this song came on with Fire from Night, so that's when it's just honestly nostalgia. And because this is a song where always just brings it back. When you have a song that like is basically now immortalized because of WrestleMania, you did your thing. Or any pay per view of WWE or AEW, you know? If you have a song off any album and it's off that album, unless you're Rob Zombie, oops. But it's gonna be pretty much be remembered forever. And I think this song will be remembered for a long time.
Yep. Go ahead, Jason.
This song, applaud to the WWE for choosing a great song for WrestleMania.
All right.
Yeah, so it had a great vibe. It gave me the WrestleMania vibes. It made me miss WrestleMania weekend.
Yep. So let's get into the next song. So after two great songs, this one is basically an interlude. It's basically not really a song, but it's called Repeat After Me. It's basically the interlude, which leads
The interlude.
Yeah, so I mean, it leads in, I think, to the longest song
The
on the
title
album.
track.
Yeah, it leads into the title track, which I kind of don't understand how The Weeknd didn't put After Hours as the title track first, but it's how it is. Sometimes title tracks are like either at the bottom of the track list or at the top. Kind of like with Machine Gun Kelly with Tickets to My Downfall. He put the title track first, but he didn't like call it Tickets to My Downfall. He just called it a title track. So, yeah. So let's get into the 3 minute and 16-second interlude called Repeat
Shall we
After
have
Me.
them on back to back?
Yeah. Cause
Let's
it
hear
leads
these
into the
songs
title track.
back to back. Alright, so enjoy.
Yeah, this is the interlude. Repeat After Me, which leads into After Hours, which is 6
Yeah,
minutes
so
long.
we'll be listening to these songs back to back, alright?
Yep.
Alright.
All right, so that was the title track, After Hours. Personally, it was long. It was 6 minutes long.
It includes the interlude.
Yeah, and it collided with the interlude, so it was
Yeah.
okay. It was decent.
Yeah, it was a
Jason,
solid
what'd you
song.
think?
It was long, but it was solid. That's all I'll
Yeah.
say.
Solid as.
Yep.
Hey, Josh.
Lucas, you said, yeah. Oh, you guys are ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right. The last and final song is not that long. It's only like 3 minutes, 10 seconds. It is Until I Bleed Out.
All right. Ready to go, boys?
Yes,
go.
sir. All right, so that was the last song, Until I Bleed Out. Um, Personally for me, it was a solid way to end it off. It had that chill vibe. I mean, for a title, Until I Bleed Out, I thought it would have like a scary type thing to it. Um, it kind of reminds me of a song when you're in a situation that you're unexpectedly not going to know when you're going to be in, and then it's kind of like a scary feeling, but great way to end it off. And yeah, I'll pass it over to Lucas.
Lucas, go ahead.
It was solid. It was solid.
Yeah,
It was an okay way to end this album off. It had a nice chill vibe to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, for me, I feel like a lot of the songs that people enjoy are like Blinding Lights and Save Your Tears and
Blinding
Heartless
Lights,
because
TV
it's,
Tears. Best songs on the album for me.
yeah, for me it's Heartless, Save Your Tears, Blinding Lights, and In Your Eyes. Those are like my top four.
Anyways, yeah. Rankings time.
Alright, so for me, I gotta give it a 10 out of 10. Solid fucking album. It was one of the best weekend albums I've ever listened to. In my
To be
opinion, I don't
honest,
know about others. I don't know about others. Others could have different opinions on what other weekend albums were good or not. But mostly all of the weekend stuff is great. But this made me, like I said, a
this
bigger
topic
fan
for
of
you.
it. It was a 10 out of 10 for me. It was a solid,
To be honest,
awesome album.
same here. 10 out of 10. I pretty much enjoyed it fully.
Yeah. Okay, I'm stuck right now. I'm stuck between 9.5 and a 10. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 10. I'm actually.
All right.
That means we have an announcement to make, guys. The Weeknd, welcome to the MoshCast Hall of Fame.
Yep. Yeah, you're clapping, Josh.
Yep. Yeah.
But I give it a 10 for a reason because all the songs are actually real balanced. I have a criteria around it. If the songs are real balanced enough, it will be a 10 for me. Like the songs overall is just well balanced. So yeah, that's why I give it a 10.
All right. Outro's time.
Josh, start it off.
All right. So thank you guys for watching the loudest podcast in all of music, the MoshCast, as we took a look at the Weeknd's album After Hours. Personally, a favorite in my book. Comment down below if you want us to review some of the other albums by the Weeknd. There's a lot of other good ones like Beauty Behind the Madness, Starboy. There's a bunch of good singles by the Weeknd. You know, there's a new remix out of Save Your Tears with Ariana Grande. Personally, for me, any remix with any other artist, it could be good or not, but depending upon the fans, what they think, I cannot wait to see The Weeknd on tour. For this album, I want to hear some of this stuff performed live. So I'm thinking about getting tickets to go to that, which is going to be exciting. But follow everybody on their socials. Shout out to Julian, who was here earlier, but he was only here for like 4 songs. But shout out to you, Julian. Thanks for coming on the episode. Follow him on Instagram at heavymetaljoker_HOH, and check out his IGTV stuff. Follow everyone else. Follow both podcasts. Subscribe to both podcasts if you haven't. Comment down below what artists or other albums from this artist we should do next. We might suggest an album that you might have commented in the comment section. And yeah, that's it for me. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Keep moshing and keep crashing and burning, everyone.
All right, thanks for watching this episode of the loudest podcast in all music, the MoshCast, where we reviewed After Hours by the Weeknd. So subscribe, like, all that stuff.
Yes,
The next time you'll see us is an Ice Nine Kills album review.
Damn right.
All right, well, subscribe and we'll see you then.
Go ahead, Lucas.
Okay, so yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you for grabbing this episode. I know it's a little crazy. Anyways, thank you guys for having me on this episode. Keep moshing. Damn it. Do not keep fucking people, alright? Don't get pregnant. Anyways, you guys for having me this episode. I'm tired as hell. I'm about to go crazy right now. But out of here and
Yeah, Lucas, you look like you're about to fall asleep.
Anyways, we'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone, and keep moshing.